Hello everyone! It's time for an English lesson, and today with you, Angelika Buravenko from school number 219. At today's lesson, we are going to speak about the geographical position of Great Britain. Be very attentive today, because at the end of the lesson, you will have a small test. And I'm sure that at the end of the lesson, you will be able to name a lot of interesting facts about Great Britain. So, let's start. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland is situated in the West Europe and occupies the British Isles. It covers the area of about 244,000 square kilometers. The United Kingdom is an island country, as you can see on the map, and being surrounded by the water has been the great advantage in protection against the enemies throughout the English history. And we have to add that a lot of water around the country, of course, influences its climate and, of course, the weather. United Kingdom is located on two big islands. They are called the British Isles. The British Isles consist of two large islands. One of them, the biggest one, is Great Britain, and the smaller one is the island of Ireland. And 5,000 smaller islands. The British Isles are separated from the European continent by the English Channel, sometimes you can hear the name La Manche, and Strait of Dover. French people name it Pas-de-Calais. Well, and the country is washed in the west by the North Atlantic Ocean, and in the west it is washed by the North Sea. North Sea separates Great Britain from Belgium and Holland. And as you can see on the map, between two islands, Great Britain and Ireland, there is the Irish Sea. The Irish Sea separates Great Britain from the smaller island, Ireland. Okay, let's continue. The official name of the country is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. It includes 4 countries. The official language of the whole country is English, but people call themselves not English, but British, because every country has its own capital and language and traditions. And now let's look more closely at these countries. Look here. England. England is the largest and the richest country of Great Britain. The capital of England and also the capital of the whole United Kingdom is London. It comprises the central and southern parts of the island Great Britain. And it also includes over 100 of smaller islands. On the background you can see the flag of England. It is Cross of St. George on the white field. Well, next is Scotland. Scotland is considered to be one of the most beautiful mountainous countries in the world. It shares land borders only with England in the south of Scotland. Well, and the capital of Scotland is Edinburgh. It is not only capital, but also it is the cultural center of the country. On the background you can see the flag of Scotland and St. Andrew's Cross. Let's go on. Wales. Wales is the country in the west of Great Britain. It is a country of lakes and mountains. Cardiff was chosen as the capital of the country just in 1955. On the background you can see the flag of Wales. It is a red dragon. Well, next is Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is situated in the northeastern part of the island of Ireland. And Belfast is the capital and the largest city of Northern Ireland. On the background you can see the flag of this country. It is Cross of St. Patrick And also you can see a crowned six-pointed star with a red hand in the center. And now let's do a little exercise. Look at the screen, please. Here we have the map of the United Kingdom and some parts of it and capitals. Let's just name. What can we see here? We have England, and we know that England is situated in the southern and central part of the island. Well, and the capital of England is London. London, here it is. Okay. Next, I can see Northern Ireland, and this country is situated in the northwestern part of the island of Ireland, and the capital of this country is Belfast. Well, next I can see Cardiff, and it is the capital of Wales. Here it is, Cardiff, and we have Wales here. Wales is the country which is situated in the west. Well, and we have Scotland. Scotland is in the northern part of the island. The capital of Scotland is Edinburgh. Well, it seems to me that's all. So, as you can see, we have England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and each of these countries has its own capital. Okay, and now let's talk about some geographical features of this country. Well, you can see on the map the surface of Britain. The island of Great Britain can be divided into two main parts: Lowland Britain and Highland Britain. As you can see on the map, the surface varies very much. The north of Scotland is mountainous and is called Highlands. The south, which has beautiful valleys and plains, is called Lowlands. The north and west of England are mountainous, but the eastern, central and southeastern parts of England are a vast plain. As for the mountains, I should say that, as you can see, there are a lot of mountains in the UK, but they are not very high. Just look at them. Well, in the north of Scotland, the Grampian Mountains stretches the country from the north to the south. Well, the highest peak, as you can see, it is Ben Nevis. The geographical border between Scotland and England are the Cheviot Hills. It is the only place where you can see the rare species of black-faced sheep. In the north part of England, we can see Pennines. They stretch England from north to south. These mountains are rich in a lot of mineral resources. The Cambrian Mountains are in Wales. The highest peak is Snowdon. It is the place of holiday camps and health resorts. The south of England is called the Garden of England, and it is represented by low hills, valleys and plains. Let's move on. Just look at these mountains. Here we can see Ben Nevis. It is 1,344 meters high, and Snowdon, 1,085 meters high. Well, next we have rivers. There are lots of rivers in Britain, but they are not very long. I can't say that they are shallow, but they are not deep. The main rivers are Severn, Trent, and the Thames. Well, the Severn is the longest river in the UK, but the Thames is the most important river. It is very deep and it is navigated throughout the year. Well, here you can see the main rivers. The Severn, it is 354 kilometers long, and the Thames. Talking about fresh resources of the United Kingdom, we must definitely name the Lake District. The Lake District is also commonly known as the Lakes or the Lakeland. It is a mountainous region in northwest England. The majority of the area was designated as the Lake District National Park in 1951. It is the largest of the 13 national parks of England and Wales, and the second largest park in the UK. Just look at these peaceful and stunning landscapes of the Lake District. It is the most popular resort and holiday destination for Britons and people all over the world. If you like mountains and lakes and you are interested in mysteries, you definitely should visit Scottish lakes. In the Highlands, there are a lot of lakes and they are called lochs. The most famous one is Loch Ness. You can go there and try to find the legendary Loch Ness monster. Well, don't forget that Great Britain is a highly developed country. And there are lots of big industrial cities like Manchester, Birmingham, Glasgow, Sheffield, and a lot of others. Oxford, Cambridge, Edinburgh, and London are known as university cities. And now let's just revise what you have learned at today's lesson. Answer the questions, please. The first one. What do we call a group of islands situated to the northwest of Europe? Do you remember? Yes, you're right. We call them the British Isles. Next question. What are the names of two big islands? Well, and we call them Great Britain and Ireland. Number 3. What parts does Great Britain consist of? It's better to say not Great Britain, but the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So, how many parts are there? You're right, there are 4 parts, and they are England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Next question. What are the most important rivers? Do you remember? The Severn is the longest river, and the Thames is the most important because it is navigable all the year round, and it is very deep. Next question we have. What are the highest peaks in the UK? Well, there are 2 of them. In Scotland, the highest peak is Ben Nevis, and it is 1,344 meters high. And in Wales, in Snowdonia, we have the Mount Snowdon, and it is 1,085 meters high. It's time to say goodbye now. At today's lesson, we talked about some geographical features and geographical position of Great Britain, or it's better to say of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And I have a little task for you. Look, your task is find some more interesting facts about the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland and prepare a quiz for your family or your friends. I'm sure you can have a lot of fun together. Thank you for your work today. Don't forget about your home task. And see you next week.